afternoon. I'm Chris Brown, the tackles and tight ends at coach at Southern University. This is the 17th, yes, 1-7 episode of Trill O-line play. With today, we're going to be talking about the settle step technique. Okay, so thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to discuss offensive line play with me. So just a brief overview of exactly what we're going to be talking about. First and foremost, breaking down what the settle step is, what scenario do we actually use the settle step, as well as the proper technique that we teach our guys as far as the settle step technique. All right, we're going to have some game cut-ups of us using the settle step, and then we're going to conclude with our nugget of the day. All right, so let's get started. First things first, what is the settle step? So it's used in our inside zone scheme as well as our gap scheme. It's a step that you use to reset yourself, and then you help the adjacent lineman next to you to be able to execute a double team from a first level defender up to a second level defender. So usually if I'm an uncovered lineman next to a covered lineman, I want to use this technique in my inside zone scheme as I work up to a second level defender. Or if I'm running a gap scheme like a duo, I can use this stick physical downhill double team technique. All right, so basically what is it? All right, so with my first step, all I'm doing is picking up and putting down my play side step on my far foot from the defender I'm about to work my settle step technique with. And then with my second step, I'm driving it through the crotch of the defender. So my first step is basically a reset step. It's resetting and putting me in position to get my power angles all coiled up, and I'm exploding out with my second step, driving that defender. I can either use a flipper technique, a post technique, or uppercut technique when I drive that second step through the crotch of the defender. So that's kind of the details behind the step, as well as why and when we actually use that technique. So let's go to the film for our visual learners so that we can address this settle step technique. So this is our right guard right here. All right, Jonathan Bishop, a first team all SWAC performer, working the settle step. All right, so we're running duo here. All right, we're running duo here. All right, so the right guard, he's responsible, all right, for blocking here this wide rusher defender. Now the center and the right guard, these two are working a double team up to this second level defender. So Bishop here is going to use the settle step technique. He's the uncovered defender here. So he's going to settle step, pick this foot up, put it down. He's going to drive this second step through the crotch of the defender as him and Dallas Black double team up to the second level defender. So they do a great job here working the settle step technique. Bishop does an outstanding job. All right, he picks that foot up, put it down, and he drives that second step through the crotch of that first level defender all the way up. When you do a great job of driving that first level defender, you don't have to come off the double team. You send that first level defender up to the second level defender, and they do a great job of burying that guy, all right, all the way up to the second level. So that's a great job by Bishop of buying into the technique. Pick it up, put it down, step, drives that second step through the crotch. He uses an uppercut technique, drives that guy straight up to the second level. All right, you get a big gash here, all right, here earlier in the fall season. So that's a great job by those two guys. All right, so here's Jonathan Bishop again. All right, so this time, all right, he's on the play side of duo. So there's a difference between duo and inside zone. We'll get into that in another episode. All right, so but basically on this particular play, all right, him and Jeremiah Stafford, our right guard, are going to work a double team in duo up to this second level defender. All right, so again, you're going to see Bishop do a great job, all right, of his far foot is his reset step. So he's going to pick this foot up, put it down, and drive his second step through the crotch of the defender as they double team up to this second level defender. Again, Bishop is our best lineman as working the settle step technique. Does a great job picking up, put down, driving that second step through the crotch. You see him driving that foot through the crotch, getting movement on that defender, all right, with that near foot forward, galloping, using his power angles. Again, that reset step just coils up your power angles, and he explodes out and does a great job of exploding out, driving that second step through the crotch, getting movement, getting up to the second level. So that's a great job of these guys understanding, Bishop understanding the settle step technique that's used in a gap scheme as well as your inside zone scheme. So thank you. It's just a quick episode this week for taking the time out to discuss offensive line play with me. Nugget of the day, put yourself first. And I say put yourself first, not to be selfish, but you can't pour into anybody else if your cup is empty. So take the time out of your time, of your day, to pour and invest in yourself and make decisions based upon the best for your future, so you're not unhappy trying to please other people. All right, like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel, Trill O-line play. The subscriptions are growing tremendously. Just go right to YouTube, type in Trill Online Play. This is the 17th episode. And then follow me on Twitter at Coach Brown72. Again, I drop loads of information throughout the week, nuggets of this presentation throughout the week, positivity throughout the week. So thank you guys so much for just discussing offensive line play with me. Have a great rest of the day.